Phoebe, I'm sick. In general, I'm fully sick, but today I'm actually with an illness. So I thought, since I'm at home, might as well make you your birthday video. So I'm thinking, Phoebe, what do I know about her, I'm thinking she's a bit of a character. She is a bit of a character. She is someone that is interesting. She's service captain. She's like the one sticky gecko amongst all the real geckos, like those weird plastic geckos that you get and you throw them and then like they stick on the wall. That's you. You're the sticky one. So I'm thinking, what kind of birthday video can I do for Phoebe? It needs to be like interesting. It needs to be like fresh. It needs to be zesty. And I'm thinking I'm really pale, just to kind of capitalize on my Casper the Ghost realness right now. I might make a video for how to do your makeup if you're a spook, if you're a ghost, if you're a bloody paranormal activity realness type of bee, This is from Vinny's. I like to give back to the community by buying cheap clothing. Like your service captain, yeah, I serve the community by serving these looks, if you know what I'm saying. What I do for the community is that I inspire others to try and be like me. So to begin with, we're just gonna ignore the bloody construction site we have outside. I don't know what they're doing. It just sounds like they're throwing bloody poles around. I don't know why. And we're gonna begin by not putting on any primer or foundation. I'm not using up all my money like that. Like, I don't like you enough, Phoebe, to be using up my bloody like $100 foundation. Okay? I'm sorry, but like, you're sweet, but actually, hold on. Uno momento, beach. I return with gifts. Firstly, I'm cold, so I'm gonna be putting on my bloody I Saw a Million Stars at Maidenwell Observatory beanie. Class is in session, children. We're gonna take our Ultra Sheer Dry Touch sunscreen. The dry touch is important for me to kind of counteract my inherent clamminess. And we're not really going to be doing a lot of contouring because I don't think ghosts would really be all about that contouring life. So we are gonna just highlight with this sunscreen. Meow. As good as this looks right now, I'm just gonna kind of encourage it to absorb. You don't want to fully rub it in though, because you want people to be able to recognize that you are wearing very expensive Neutrogena sunscreen. You can't look like you're not wearing it, because then people won't know that you're wearing it. Just kind of rub the rest into your hands, because people always forget about putting sunscreen on their hands. My mum tells me that that's the reason why Dolly Parton wears gloves all the time, because her hands look like crap. And it's like she puts gloves on so you can't actually tell how old she is, because her hands would be looking like a bloody hash brown. So put sunscreen on your hands, because it's your hands and your neck that show your age. Next, now that we have put on our sunscreen, feeling a little bit savvy today. My throat feels amazing. Look, I'm not croaking. I sound normal. Well, as normal as I can get. You want there to be so much powder on your face that you're a threat to asthmatics. You know what I'm saying? I think that's good enough. I look like a 50-year-old woman. If anyone is watching this that's in love with me and wants to marry me, look at this and imagine waking up to this face for the next 40 years. This is what I'm going to look like when I'm 40. This is it. I look like an old woman. Anyway, being a ghost, a little bit pale. Ghosts are a little bit pale. I gotta say, they're bloody. If they were gonna be a blog, they'd be a pale blog. I don't know what a pale blog is. We're gonna be taking our contour kit. You know exactly what this is. Bloody product placement for this. Like, I bet this is actually like the worst thing you could ever buy, but because I don't know any better, it's what I'm using, you know. And I'm taking the highlighter that's in the middle, and I don't know. I'm just like, it's shiny, and it's like Ghost is shiny, I assume, you know. And like, I know there are so many different like interpretations of what a ghost looks like, you know, like, and I like to think that the reason why it's kind of like with aliens, like the reason why there are so many different interpretations of what they look like is because there are so many different types. You know, they're just like normal people, you know, like there's different types in like there's different types of people like in every single community. So like, why can't ghosts be the same, you know? So like, I'm just gonna do like a white person ghost, you know, because that's all I know. I'm only gonna be telling a story that I've lived myself, you know. So you see how I'm kind of like weirdly shiny on my face now. Shush truck, I'm trying to make money here. This is Mr. Woods would call it pearlescent. I might say iridescent. You might say drop dead gorgeous. But yeah. We're now gonna move on to the eyes. The gateway to the soul. The gateway to the soul. We're gonna be continuing on with this pale route, pale trail, and we're gonna be using both our rich gems. We are also gonna be using our sultries, and we're just gonna try and make it as pale as possible around our eyes. But we're gonna keep it subtle. It's still gonna be like classy and subtle and whatever. But yeah, when you're doing your eyes as a ghost, you need to envision a polar bear in a snowstorm. Like, that's how white you want it to be. Hey, I got a joke that I made up in biology, like the other day while we were doing the pipettes at some point. This will tell you how early on I made this video. I made this video while we were still using pipettes. I don't know if we're still going to be using pipettes when it comes to your birthday, but you know. So the joke is, how does someone with a stutter introduce their dog? This is my pipette. You get it? Yeah. Oh, it just like blacked out on me. Oh my god. I look like someone that used to be an editor at Vogue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look like I used to work at a magazine, and like I never got married, and I have a lot of pearls. Another joke I made up This one's kind of basic because I feel like maybe someone else has made it up before. I mean, it sounds like something someone might have made up before. You know. Is what do you call it when a couple of girls in their period go swimming? Synchronized swimming. The glow test is you bloody go into the sun and you see how much of your face goes into a white void. And I feel like I've lost that void, but on Snapchat I'm quite the connoisseur of the void. Quite a void voyeur. I like watching voids. The next thing about ghosts is like they're kind of cold. Like I feel like they're kind of like glasses of water in that they always go down to like ambient temperature. Like they would just be like room temperature. So it's like they might feel cold, but actually they're just cold in comparison to human body temperature. Lily Blake just sent me on Skype a BuzzFeed article called "The Sad Version of Smash Mouth All Star is Modern Art, TBH." Let's give it a little listen. Cool, Lily. Nice little cameo from Lily there. And I think so anyway, what I was getting on about was bloody ambient temperatures of water. I'm just kind of saying that just kind of gives me war flashbacks to the bloody maths assignment that we had to do. Lily just requested for me to play the sad Shrek song at her funeral, but I'll get back to her, I mean, I think. Because I'm saying like the ambient temperature thing, so they're kind of cold, physically. I'm sure they're very warm hearted, but like they're cold on the outside. So we're going to simulate that by kind of using our powders here to simulate that coldness on our lips. So I'm just going to be taking from our Suntrays this purple colour here, and I'm just going to be dabbing. If this powder is like half lead, I'm going to be very annoyed. Yeah, it just kind of feels like I've eaten a couple of packets of Doritos, which I'm not unfamiliar with. That is a sensation that I have welcomed into my house. I'll be taking a darker colour and just kind of swiping, no swiping underneath. Create the illusion I'm like alluding to a depth in the lips. I'm lucky I have like this natural little butt on my lip. Just kind of rub it in there. Since we have some access here from bloody sticking our fingers up Spyro's ass, we're just, why not? Like, yeah. I mean, I don't completely mind the yellow teeth because, Woolcock. We like everything being yellow. Luscious pea, most luscious woman I've ever met. I think this might be practical for you because you seem like the kind of girl who would, if they heard a thud in the night, be like, "What's your name? Who hurt you? Help me take you to the other side." And then you find out that it was just like your cat dicking around in the air vents. So, yeah, happy birthday, Phoebe. You are in my top, 20 of my favorite Phoebes. See you at school. Work hard at that service, and I hope this made your day. Yeah. I know about what you do. I see you. I'm sorry. Yeah, my teeth look so freaking yellow when I'm this pale. I want to kill myself.